Here on Unpopular Kids, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Hey, 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 hey.
Cool.
Yay!
I love that we always cheer, like it matters.
We're so excited.
We do a wave.
It's the huge audience that we have here in the room that
All
cheers
the
with
people.
us.
Yes.
Hi guys, welcome to Unpopular Kids. I have stepped away from Fallout 4 to do this with you, and I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for watching. To my left, we don't have Nicole today, but in her place we have Brizzy. Brizzy, I first saw you on the YouTubes because you do Brizzy Voices.
Yeah.
You do a number of voices. We've had you on Smosh Games, and your voice is awesome. Hi, thank you for being here.
Thanks.
And then the man, the myth, and the legend, and the beard himself, Matt Raub.
That's my name. Hi, everybody. Hi. Oh, it's a cat. Yay!
Yeah.
This is my Black Casual Friday, right? That's when this is going live. Black Casual
Oh
Friday.
yeah, this is it.
Okay.
I was
You
going to
just
say
sit
that
back
is
on your
not
tryptophan
a
and
Spider-Man shirt at all.
Fall asleep to your sweet, sweet turkey.
Yeah,
Because it's day after
it is the day after
Thanksgiving.
you were still in a coma.
Yep.
And then hey,
know.
it's FLitZ. FLitZ is here too.
Oh,
Hey, it's FLitZ.
hey! I am really excited about you guys. See that African American Panther earlier in the week? That was-
That's
doing really cool things.
Black Panthro.
Black Panther.
Yes.
So good. And yes, we do have two guests today. Charley Feldman. Thank you for being here.
Charley.
And apparently she got the Casual Friday memo.
I did. I went, since it's ladies' night, I went for a lady cat.
A lady cat.
So
she's
under her.
combines the
usually.
two things.
Very themed.
I'm mad I
You already win. You win the show.
And Charley, where have we seen you on the internet?
Well, you see me around Machinima Parts, but you probably know me better from my group, which is right now called Creature.
Oh, there's a tease. There might be a change in
Spoiler.
the air.
We will be announcing a new name.
God, it's like a Pokemon evolution. It's gonna be.
This isn't even Creature's final form.
I don't even
You're gonna
know.
change at least one or two more times.
I will say I love that Nicole's gone and we've hydraed out until two ladies. It's pretty
Strike
great.
one down, they will.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually speaking of multiple ladies, this week we wanted to have a themed episode that's geared towards some lady power in the superhero world, whether it
Lady
be
power.
in the comics, the TVs, or the movies.
Two televisions
doing
side by side.
So we are going to get to that, but before we do that, we have a very fun thing we do here on the show first, where others do it last. We call it Lightning Round. Yeah. They do the jump in the sound effects.
That's actually guac, which is weird.
It all comes back to Guar.
Hey guys, for those new to the show, we do Lightning Round. It's very simple. I have a series of questions that I've gotten from the audience. You guys, you've tweeted them. You've put them on YouTube using the hashtag Unpopular Kids.
Which, by the way, no spaces, because that's not how hashtags work.
Yeah, that's
Everyone
just
who's
hashtag
hashtag
Unpopular.
unpopular doesn't work.
Yeah,
got a lot of people
that's a
sending it to the
whole
UN.
different thread. That's kind of sad. You don't want to read that. But what I do have here is a bunch of questions. I'm going to be giving them to you randomly. Let's actually start with let's start with Charley on this one.
Charley.
Charlie.
Can you just walk behind me?
Or if it's like a Cockney British, like, hey, Charlie.
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 This one came from at Late God's Gland. What movie deserves to have a game made based on it, and why?
Ooh.
Wow.
5 seconds on the clock. Go.
Wow.
2 seconds on the clock. Faster.
I want to see a labyrinth game.
Oh.
I want to. You can either play as you would play as Jareth. I want to see from the Goblin King's perspective.
Plays the
But there
baby.
has
Plays the
to be
baby.
a head toss
That'd be a
game.
great RTS game.
And you gotta dance magic dance. And so you have to
Best
stand
song
up
from
and
a
use-
movie ever.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I think I won again. Did I win again?
I do like the idea though of from the girls' perspective, because then you have like all the different puzzles. What choose your own adventure
But that's
as
the
you
movie.
go.
So how
That's
would this
true.
present something new? Maybe someone new. Someone.
Oh, it's like Minecraft where you create the labyrinth.
No more Minecraft games.
Wait,
What I-
Minecraft,
what I-
you can't take that. You have a million.
I do like the
$1 billion.
idea
That's
of
our
having
idea.
like a Connect or PlayStation Move style game where you have to make the ball, the Jareth's ball
You have
do
to,
stuff.
like-
Like, oh, hold on, here we go, and then moving it.
And then
You
there's a
see 'em.
David Bowie bulge.
It's an accessory.
You have
It's
to,
an
like,
accessory.
inflict
Yeah.
it.
I feel like
His
you need
bulge isn't big
multiple
enough.
things.
Next question. Brizzy, I'm going to give this one to you. We got this from YouTube, and it's from Caractacus Fog Games.
Oh.
It says, my life is based around Harry Potter, but how do you feel about J.K. writing a Harry Potter play? And you, I believe, are a huge Harry Potter fan.
Quite. I mean,
I believe they call you potheads, right?
Yeah.
No? Is that-
Is that? What do they call Harry Potter fans?
I mean, people do say
Potterheads, I
that.
think.
Potterhead.
It took him a second.
It did.
Yeah.
It's like, pothead where?
he was reading Harry Potter this morning, if you know what I mean.
Wink.
I mean,
Marijuana.
Cooking.
stoked beyond all reason.
Really?
Is my only answer. I mean, J.K. Rowling's
Because
my queen. She can do no wrong.
Anytime a popular franchise has turned into a play, it's been a good idea and works well.
Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
Spider-Man was Batman as well. The Batman play is very batty.
I mean, often they're awesome.
I did like the
often
Conan
they're
play
also
that
terrible.
was at Universal Studios Hollywood for a while. Does that count?
Conan O'Brien.
Conan O'Brien.
Conan the O'Brien.
But I mean, how often does it happen that the original author also writes the play?
That's true. That is true.
That's a good question.
I
And you
believe the
two
answer
will
is
not be
zero.
involved.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how involved Stan Lee was in the
And,
Broadway.
and if you think about it, a play is going to run about 3 hours. Even Stanley was involved in Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. I don't think that would have
But,
been
like-
better.
Excelsior.
So the answer is excited, and you will be there.
Oh yeah, I got tickets.
But it could also probably be horrible, and you'll wind up loving it, right?
I cannot fathom not liking it. I would die. I don't think it's possible.
Well, will Radcliffe
because
show
it's
up and do
Harry Potter.
his Equus performance in the
Oh,
new
yeah,
as Harry
get
Potter?
that Harry Potter
He's in the
wand, if you
splash
know
zone
what
for
I
that.
mean.
Yeah.
Splash Zone is magic.
I don't say what
mean.
his wand anymore. Next question. From @BearShark15.
Bear Shark.
FLitZ, I'm going to give this one
hey.
to you. What do you think
I'm
could be
impatient.
improved in Star Wars Battlefront? I know a lot of us
What
are
do I
liking it
think
here in the office. but-
improved in Star Wars
can be
Battlefront?
improved.
You know, what do I think can be improved in Star Wars
Read
Battlefront?
the damn tweet, dog.
Oh yeah, you're right. Substance. I would like a story. You can play it for a certain amount of hours until you get bored because it doesn't have the amount of substance it actually needs. Yes, it's cool. Yes, I'm playing in the Star Wars world, but it's paper thin and whacking off fans.
Okay.
Well, I think it's on purpose. I think they didn't put a story because you've got 30 years of story.
No.
All right.
Well, think about it. Think about it. How many times have we had? How many times have we had the Battle of Hoth? Doing that, no matter how many times you played that level in the story, like it just keeps getting better every single time. But I think that there is a lot of DLC.
There
Maybe we'll
are
get
a lot of perspectives that
maybe
could
we'll
be
get
played
something
from.
that'll be nice.
I mean, you know.
You know.
Maybe you
big
just
world.
need to be creative.
Yeah.
Your own
Maybe-
story, man.
Yeah.
Who, me?
Lazy?
No, I'm not paying $60 to think of my own story.
But $60 to get whacked off by Star Wars is not a bad deal.
Yeah, technically that's not a bad price. I've shopped around. Next question. This one's from Raub from @PokeyMagic245.
Hey.
Ronda Rousey as Wonder Woman in a movie. Yay or nay? Why?
Nay.
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 I think Rhonda has shown that she's got talent as an actress or an actor, depending on how you look at it.
Is it because she lost and now just the hype train's done and you don't want to see her in
she'll
the movie?
she'll be back. No, I think I don't know. I think you need a really strong female actress to portray Wonder Woman. There's so much riding on this Wonder Woman character, and we
That's
actually
true.
saw pictures of Gal Gadot looking really cool. Gal Gadot. So I think it could be. There's something there somewhere. I don't think it's Rhonda. I think Rhonda may be Captain Marvel, just because Captain Marvel,
No.
Militant. She's stoic.
she's militant, she's stoic. She doesn't necessarily need to have a lot of
She
emotion.
doesn't have acting chops. I mean, that.
Did you see the Entourage movie?
No.
I beg to differ.
And also,
didn't, and
I mean, she's a
I'm proud
wrestler.
of it.
Also,
Does she have some acting chops to be a wrestler?
Yeah, she got some charisma.
only have
Charisma
one
goes a
rock.
long way.
that's true.
We only have one rock.
We have two. There's two.
Two
I don't know,
rocks.
John Cena's
not a
becoming the
rocket
next
island.
rock, I like to think. Next question. Let's give this to Charlie. Let's go with you. @Eric's the Powerful. Eric's the Powerful. That's how I want to say his name.
Hold me.
Which DC cinematic movie do you think will fail the most? Staying positive here on Unpopular
Yeah.
Kids.
That gave me the biggest Lisa Simpson laugh of my day. I love that it's the most because I have no faith in the DC universe because I don't like Zack Snyder, and Zack Snyder teed everything off.
But
So-
Dawn of the Dead was so good.
Yeah, bros can make really good zombie movies, but
Yes.
can they make really good superhero movies?
He is a glorified DP in the best possible way. Like, he is incredible. Yeah, you guys like that? Okay,
Double
sorry.
penetration show. I'm just here for the kids.
Zack Snyder's great for.
But he's, every time a trailer
Yes,
comes out
it's
that's a Snyder
ladies'
joint,
night. Oh, what a night.
ladies DP free. Anyway.
Sorry, keep on.
So Snyder is so great at visuals. So every time a trailer comes out or any sort of image comes out, it's like, yeah, it's Snyder. He's gonna kill that. And then they'll talk, and then you're like, I wish I had earmuffs, so I can't hear the
What
dialogue.
was the movie that I really didn't like, except for whenever they went into like Imagination Land? It was all the girls in the
Oh God,
psychiatric
Sucker
ward.
Punch.
Sucker
Sucker
Punch.
Punch.
Yeah, that was Zack Snyder, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes, it
the
was.
That was Zack Snyder making a music video for 2 hours.
I
Yeah.
like Sucker Punch. It was like a comic book.
Nope.
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 Not like
It was like a picture book.
Yeah, good
It was
picture
like a
book.
picture book, like one of those comic books before they put all the word balloons in. Yeah.
Next question.
I didn't answer. I guess my answer was all.
Oh yeah, all. Yeah, that's
All,
right.
no, they're all gonna make bazillion dollars.
Which is going to fail.
I don't
Which
think they
is
are
gonna
gonna make
Monetarily
$1
or?
Well, so we got
Emotionally.
to name a
Aquaman?
few. You
Maybe.
think Aquaman?
Yeah.
No.
Jason's great.
Jason's
Oh, you guys have a
Jason
first name
Statham.
basis? You and
Yeah.
Mams? I
Jason
call them
Statham.
Mams.
Yeah.
Mamos.
All right. You see, I think Charlie's onto that one. I think Aquaman. Well, I don't know
Because of
when we're gonna get it,
Entourage.
but
All
at
comes
the end of the
back
day,
to
it is
Entourage.
Aquaman. FLitZ, this next one is for you from @Saz Walker. I'm assuming. If the doctor, what? I can hear you in my ears there. If the doctor was cast as a woman, A, who would you want to play her, and B, who do you think would do a good job?
That face alone makes...
What's the difference?
Dick question.
Literally! No, technically not. Not that one. The opposite of literally.
That's the absence of a dick question. Wow. You know what? I am caught completely off guard.
That's the point of this friggin' segment.
Yeah, well,
Well, let's think.
you know what?
Ronda Rousey.
We need a strong British female actress. How many of them do you know?
Why does she have to be
Go
British?
through the Harry Potter
Because
cast.
it's the
She
BBC.
I mean,
Wow, these sounds are weird.
Yeah.
Tay Diggs and drag.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna let you bullshit out of this. I'm gonna make you think of a female.
Yeah, you're
Tay
holding up the
Diggs
show.
in a wig is a great hashtag.
Tay Diggs and drag. Hashtag. I need female British.
Say
female
Emily
act-
Blunt.
No, why not Emma Watson? Sure. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, Emma Watson.
There you go. Yeah, I'm a time lord. Time is magic and technology, and at
She's
the
got a
same
time
time.
turner.
That's
Oh,
true.
There you go.
That she uses once and then properly.
Muggle.
Still counts as
Divided
method.
properly.
Emma Watson. Do you think Emma Watson would do a good job, or you just like her?
Just the first British actress you could think of.
She's the only British actress I know.
I think you go older than Capaldi. You go Maggie Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Judi Dench.
Nope, that's
Damn,
a
Helen
different
Mirren.
person. That's
no
a
one's
different
thinking
person.
Helen Mirren. She's actually done TV over at BBC. She can do
That's
it.
true. She would do it.
I really don't watch enough
Right.
TV.
Do it for me if you know what I mean. Next question from @MysteryChick1. Brizzy, this one is for you. If you had to be a video game character for the rest of your life, who would it be? Gadgets and powers are included.
Oh, jeez.
So many to choose from.
Jeez.
Harry Potter wasn't a video game. I will give you that heads up.
I know Harry Potter was a video game, so that was my first instinct would be Hermione. But if we're not going, if that's not going to count because I would
Hermione?
understand.
Hermione. I watched that.
Hermione.
For years, I thought it was.
The struggle.
Probably Green Lantern, so I can just do anything.
Great will. Do you got super strong willpower?
Oh, yeah, how's
You'd be
your
like,
will?
no, you stick to it, right?
Yeah,
see, she could do it.
we know you well.
I have
What
my
color would?
superpower already.
What color of the
psycho.
spectrum would she be? FLitZ.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's.
We're on the
her
spectrum
is red,
between
so
equal.
she'd more likely. No, I
Red
don't
Lantern.
imagine.
Purple
I can't
Lantern?
imagine. No, she'd be like indigo.
Indigo. Okay.
That's
It'll
intelligence.
be
All
indigo.
right.
Right?
No, I believe
Slick.
isn't that's empathy, right?
Oh, yeah. You're very empathetic.
It's because she's
I'll
a-
take it.
You're a lady?
It's no.
Where am I?
It's ladies night.
All right.
Oh, what a night.
We're gonna get
Next
sued.
question. This one also came from YouTube, from user Hobbs Martinez from
Hey,
Matt Raub.
Hobbs.
Who
Hobbs
would you
Hobbs.
like to be, Zoom or Flash? And what are your theories?
Who would I like to zoom on Flash? I can read it and it's 40 feet away
Who would
from
you
me.
like to be, Zoom on? Oh, who would you like to be, Zoom. Who would you like to be, Zoom, on Flash?
Do you want to let's just make this about you and your reading skills. Let's do
Who
that.
would you like to be?
All right, I'm going to interpret the
Zoom
question as I'm
on
assuming it
Flash.
was written.
And
Is anyone watching Flash? Just me? Cool. All right.
Well, obviously
then it's
me.
spoilers. I honestly think it's going to be Earth 2 Eddie Thawne. I think it's perfect.
that also, doesn't that match up name-wise?
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
Zoom is also technically Reverse Flash in the comics, so it kind of counts. But I think it'd be Eddie Thawne. I think Eddie Thawne, Earth 2 is evil, and he shows up and he wants it, and it's dope.
But
Even though-
his face, it's not even like a mask. It feels like it's a part of his face. Like he's
no,
a
he's wearing a
creature.
mask. It's just cool.
He
It's
looks
just,
like a creature.
All right, it's really difficult to do the who is the bad guy, big bad from Buffy anymore because casting is out. So when you have someone like Tony Todd, the Candyman, voicing a character, and you have his face all jarbled, then you're like, oh, I wonder who it's going to be. I think it's really smart, but I think it's going to be Eddie Thawne. 100%.
Yeah,
Hondo.
It's funny
Hundo
because
Cinto.
I feel like Iris did lose her fiance, and it's only been 6 months.
Spoilers.
Spoilers from the end of season 1. I already told you people to watch it, so if you haven't, you aren't listening to me. And
What do you
you're
mean,
doing
you
things-
people?
All of you people.
All the black people.
Got it.
All 2 of them.
Iris now knows that there is a second universe, and she hasn't asked. I wonder if Eddie is over there.
Yeah.
So I think they could be staying away from it on purpose. But hey guys, that's been lightning round.
Good job.
I know that the Civil War trailer came out and it was all very exciting and we all loved it. So just very quickly, very quickly, I want first impressions of the trailer, and then I want to get into the main theme of the episode. Charlie, Civil War trailer came out on Tuesday. What do you think?
Wish there was more Civil War in the Civil War trailer.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wait, you mean like Ulysses S. Grant?
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to
like
see the
cats.
grays and the blues really
They would
go
look
at each other.
amazing in those like tintype
Yeah.
old school pictures.
Yeah.
No, I
We're
yeah.
talking about Jessica Jones in a second. We'll get to that. We'll get
I
to
see
that.
Jessica Jones on the screen right now.
That is
No,
not
I'm
what we're talking
excited.
about.
I'm excited to see Civil War a lot. It's interesting to go with Bucky as like kind of the catalyst for everything. So that's going to be an interesting change. I'm very, very curious how they'll deal with that.
I'm excited. You know what's fun? I understand what she means by wishing there was more Civil War. Like even looking at Jessica Jones and Luke, it's like what's happening on the streets. I would like there to be a bigger thing, but you know, big names, the budget's not as big as it could be for it. But I'm super excited at the same time.
Good.
I watched the trailer
Now
and
we
it
must
actually
only
looks
wait 6
damn
months.
amazing. So.
For myself, I hope I'm not taking Matt Raub's answer because that has a tendency to happen because I go before him.
Because I tell you them before the show starts, and then you're like, that's a good thought. That's that thought.
What I noticed going into this movie was like, oh, it's just going to be Avengers 3. No, it was Captain America focused from the trailer, and I was happy with that. I loved Captain America 2, and this felt like Captain America 2, but on steroids. And, you know,
Which
Cap's on
Captain America
roids.
is on.
Yeah, so I think
But American steroids.
I thought there was enough Civil War in the first trailer, personally, and I don't want to see another trailer until May.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
You're going to see Spider-Man.
I'm pretty pleased. I mean, I'm excited to see Iron Man just kind of hurt by it, both physically
Oh,
and
yeah, he
emotionally. How
cried
he's
and
like,
wiped the tear
I was your friend too. Like all that business.
He's going to start the rust in his suit.
Yeah,
We were friends once.
You know.
You were my dad's hero.
yeah. So going all into that and just not only just the action-packed punch, cool superheroes fighting, but like how it's
Emotion.
affecting them.
It had depth.
They don't want to fight, but they have to.
Matt Raub?
A lot of people are on your side, Charlie, and saying like, not enough Civil War in the Civil War trailer. Like, why can't they do bigger? And
It's a teaser, and I do
well,
recognize
no,
it.
but
I don't think it is a
But here's
teaser.
the thing. I think that this is. Well, I thought it also 2.5 minutes. I feel
What
like
is
it
a
feels
teaser
like-
trailer?
That is a trailer.
Teaser trailer's
yeah,
like
full
30
on.
seconds.
Yeah, this is a full on. This is a full on thing.
It's a first look, exactly. It's not a teaser, it's a first look.
I think that they're honestly the reason why they're doing this, and I get it. They're taking the term Civil War, and it's literally just fan service for the people that read the books. It's not going to be Civil War.
Yeah.
It's Cap versus Tony, and that's really what it's going to be. And it's, from what I'm hearing, it's more about like it's Winter Soldier 2. Really, it's not Civil War. There's no registration act. It's not going to be like that. I think it's really going to just be about like 2 teams. It's broad strokes. It's Civil War in broad strokes. I don't think you're going to really see it affect the Netflix universe. I don't think-
Oh, I didn't.
It's
yeah.
definitely not. I think they announced
I
it.
would love for it to affect the TV universe. I would love for Coulson to pop up in one of these goddamn movies because he's
Eventually, right?
alive and it would totally negate what happened in Avengers. But it won't happen. And yeah, we're going to see it. And no, that friggin' guy in the t-shirt is not Spider-Man, so shut up.
I didn't see
Spider-Man
it.
was not in that
Oh,
trailer.
you
You're
know
absolutely
my
right.
favorite part of the trailer? Did you see that the Quicksilver cameo?
That's dead. All right, now with that, I do want to get into the theme of today's episode, which we've been singing some ladies' night. Guys, we've been asking for years, it seems like why are there more female superheroes? And guess what? We have it now. I think we really are in the thick of it. And
We're done.
I kind of want to I want to address and kind of see where we are so far, like a progress report. We've got Jessica Jones that just hit recently and is amazing. You have Supergirl has her own TV show. You have a stronger
That's all you're
female
saying about
presence.
that.
We have a stronger
exists.
female presence on Arrow. We have a female Thor in the Avengers in the comics. How do we feel about
You have
this
millions
right
of
now?
tweens cosplaying as Harley Quinn in
Yes.
the new Harley Quinn movie.
Millions.
Much
I
to
mean,
your dismay.
Suicide Squad. Yeah.
Of the movie not existing yet.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Starting with you, Charlie, how do you feel so far? Like, how did were you part of like, hey, we want more female superheroes, and how do you feel about it now?
Of course, I was a part of the We Need More Female Superheroes. I've been a comic book fan out the jump, so it's always good to
The jump being
at the
when you
jump.
were born?
My mom's vagina.
Jump out of your mom's
Yeah.
vagina?
Out the jump.
I've always been very acrobatic. Stuck the dismount. But enough about my superpowers. Yeah, I've always wanted more representation for women in superhero canon in any sort of TV or film, and we're not there yet. These are good steps. We're still years out from Captain Marvel. We're still years out from Wonder Woman, and I'm ecstatic for where we are right now. And Jessica Jones is such a phenomenal show. And I
It
feel
really
like-
is.
Yeah, it's tackling things that no other property has, regardless of it's female fronted. It's
Like sex. Holy crap, there's a lot of it in that show.
ooh, and steamy.
Intense.
And not in a degrading way, which
No.
is so awesome.
Yeah.
My
She's
girlfriend is not
empowered.
allowed to watch scenes with Luke Cage in it anymore. Shh. Go in the other room.
But it's like a game at this point. It's
That's
like
funny.
the spot and finds, like the spot and finds of shirtless Luke Cage, the spot and finds times the Purple Man makes people piss themselves. It's the spot and finds envelopes being slid across tables.
There's a lot of
Like it's a drinking game. It's great. Shots of Kristen Ritter's butt from behind because there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
No one's complaining.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's a trope at this point, which is a good thing. I mean, I agree. I think that we're absolutely we are upon the threshold of the golden era of female superheroes in the media. I
That's
don't
a
think
good
we're
way to
there
put it.
yet.
That's a really good way
I
to
think we're
put it.
standing at the doorway. We have not crossed it yet. I think Supergirl is running strong with something like 12.5 average million viewers every week.
good.
Yeah, it's a bad show, but it's doing
watched
well.
it.
Good
yeah.
for
I
it.
don't really
you
like
know?
Superman or his family.
Yeah,
so.
but it is. It could not.
Against the entire family.
It could not be
No.
further on the opposite of the spectrum from Jessica Jones.
Yeah,
stuff.
absolutely.
It is
She doesn't
such a
bang
hope.
Jack
Like, right?
Like, DC's been, in my opinion, killing it when it comes to TV shows versus what Marvel's been doing show-wise. But then with Jessica Jones versus Supergirl, yeah, Jessica Jones, I think, is everything a female hero show should be.
100%.
Ooh, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is she the first anti-hero? Because I've been hearing a lot of people saying she's the first Marvel anti-hero.
Marvel
on
anti-hero.
Film, on film.
Wait, well,
Like TV or
Sure,
film.
the cinematic universe.
Yes.
I mean, Wolverine is.
But that doesn't.
But
No,
she's
Wolverine-
cursing, she's drinking, she's screwing, she's like.
Wolverine is not an
Classic.
anti-hero in the Fox cinematic universe.
100% not. No,
Yeah.
he's definitely not. Like he's got an attitude.
Yeah.
he's 1990s Ninja Turtles. Like he is not an anti-hero in the movies.
Now, Brizzy, you just marathon through a good deal of Jessica Jones. By the
Oh,
way,
yeah.
no spoilers here because I
Wait, so you didn't get to the part where everyone dies?
Stop it.
Yeah, I watched 9 episodes last night.
How does your brain feel after that?
She's depressed.
It is a messed up show.
The more messed up, the more excited I got. I really love the dark stuff, so I was
Hey,
really
how's it
stoked,
going?
and I'm in a good place right now.
When I saw the first episode, I knew very little about Jessica Jones. I remember like reading like Marvel Encyclopedia books when I was younger because that's how I did when I wanted to stay single my entire life. And like I knew about Jewel and the fact that like that's all I knew is like what she looked like in her powers kind of. But then going into the show, they took a different direction almost, but still keeping a lot of her origin story. And I was like kind of bored in the beginning because I was like,
Yeah, same.
I don't know what I'm getting at here. I don't know what I'm supposed to be getting. And then it just like hits you and you're like, what am I watching? This is Marvel. This is a Disney property.
It's doing an interesting, really cool, interesting thing. It's nonchalantly a superhero show. Like the focus is not anyone's superpowers. They're normal people with superpowers that want to do normal people's stuff and live their lives. They just happen to wind up in super crazy situations. Same with Daredevil, and it's an interesting slice of superhero life type run that they have going, and I really like that because it's and the fact that the grittiness keeps it down to earth.
You can relate more and you can more imagine it. That's what would actually happen in our world.
And that makes Tenet a really good villain is because he's the villain next door. You could totally
he just doesn't care.
The evolution of his
accent.
character, it makes sense.
Totally makes
we were
sense.
really thinking about it, and it's like if I had that power, I like to think that I'd have the willpower to do good. No, you will fall into that hole of being able to get whatever you want, and
just
just
so
like
easy.
you're not going to use it.
And the pendulum
for good.
swings both ways, man.
And
you kind of root for his redemption at certain points, and you're like, I shouldn't because he's a monster. But
he's a
also
monster.
I've read too much of his stuff.
Hands down, I'm going to say it, and I don't think this is an unpopular opinion either, though. He's
off
the
the
best Marvel villain
100%.
today.
100%.
I'd say so, but I think a lot of it is in his performance because there's something that Tennant does that really rides the line of evil mastermind and like awkward nerd.
I was thinking he'd be a fun Joker.
Charming.
Yeah.
I was thinking he'd be a fun
A
Joker.
fun Joker.
Fun one.
Yeah,
He'd be an
the fun
like,
kind. He just like kills people for funsies.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's really cool.
But
I
it's just
think
even in the writing that there's depth. It's not just his performance.
Female
He does a good job.
But there's moments
Showrunners female, directors are female, writers are female.
It's
It's a
true.
strong female
Yes.
writers
And
room, and it's badass.
100%. But I will say the one thing that I feel like was lacking in the show, given how much they did with the fight choreography in Daredevil, I get that this is a different show. There's a lot of Buffy season 2, and if you saw it, you'll get it. Like literally, she'll push someone, and you'll just see legs. And I'm like, and that's the one thing because Melissa Rosenberg did a great job at the emotion. She took all the Twilight books to film. She knows exactly how to play that kind of world. She knows how to do it, but there's a lot of action stuff. There's a scene, you guys probably haven't gotten there.
You be damn careful then.
There's an amazing fight scene that takes place in an auditorium, in like an arena, not an arena, like
Oh,
an
I know what you're
auditorium.
talking about.
And it's,
I haven't gotten there yet.
It's the best fight of the whole thing.
It's the best fight of the whole thing, but it's still kind of weak.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still kind of weak.
Well, especially if you try to compare it to Daredevil. And I haven't seen it, but I would assume like there were
seen Daredevil?
two good
No,
scenes.
he hasn't seen
no,
the
I haven't
scene.
seen
But here's the thing: even after Daredevil came out, there are scenes where they did the VFX side by side featurettes, where there's moments where you didn't even realize there's VFX in there, and they did it. But for a show like this, where you only kind of have shots of, and I get because she's in skin tight jeans, where she's flying and she's like, "Ha." That's it. Like there's a lot of stuff that they could have done.
The flying is the jumping. The jump. You always see her climbing. It's so awkward. It's hilarious.
There's some moments. And this is the one thing that I think is going to probably hurt the character moving forward. Is Melissa Rosenberg has even said, "I am so invested in this character. I don't want anyone else to touch this character." But she knows contractually they can't do a Jessica Jones season 2 until they do stuff like Defenders.
Yeah.
And it's already been established that Kristen Ritter's doing Defenders. So you're going to get my vote is for Louis Leterrier because I think he's an awesome action director, and doing something like that would be great. But I don't think she's going to get that style in Defenders, and I think that they're going to probably play with her powers a little bit because there's a lot of stuff.
I always thought it was like character based because like she's a character that's always shied away from her superpowers. She's not a superhero. She hasn't taken Krav Maga. She's not the girl that's trying to learn how to be a fighter. She's like not even a brawler. She's just like a get the hell out of my way. I'm gonna push you.
She's a pusher.
Well, she's actually a skilled fighter as well, but it's just she doesn't have time for this.
Yeah.
Like that's her attitude. Like she
Not
can
looking for
fight,
it.
but she doesn't. If I don't,
Staying out of
it's
it.
the Bruce Lee theory, right? I don't want to fight. I will end this as fast as I have to.
And I get
can.
it. But as a comic nerd, I will say there are some inconsistencies in her abilities. There are moments where she can stop a truck, and there are moments where she punches a guy and he's like, oh, like it's just.
Yeah.
Like, I think that there's a lot of that, and I get what they're doing with the show, and they're making it the anti-superhero show.
She just has really good control over
Sure.
how much she pushes.
Personally, I think the best thing about this show is that it doesn't do the worst thing that every female superhero role gets is there is no love triangle, and that is such a good thing.
Cool.
I never even thought about it. Yes.
Because
And coming from a Twilight basis, that's excellent.
first episode of Supergirl. Okay, there's a love triangle. Laurel from Arrow. It's just a stupid love triangle. It's and it's such an easy trope to go to. Matt, I know that you and I have talked about this a few times, and it was just so refreshing not to see it. There's Luke Cage there. I guess. He has the love triangle,
It's a
really.
love straight line.
Kind of.
No, it's very much just
Straight to bed.
this,
Yeah.
not to that.
But on that, there's things in other female-led shows and comics and movies where we're seeing issues, like in Supergirl. Yeah, the ratings are doing good, but I haven't watched more of it because the first episode I thought was just written so poorly.
Bubblegum. Yeah, Supergirl.
But that's necessary too in the comic universe. I think there is room for happy, smiley, silly, which I don't think this is supposed to be happy, smiley, silly all the time.
No, this is
Supergirl, even though I
100%
haven't
like
watched
if you
it.
want to watch a show, you're going to pay $7.99 a month for Netflix, right?
Yeah.
If you have CBS, you're my mom, and you're totally going to watch Supergirl.
Oh, they have their own service, which I canceled after Colbert.
But I think it's really interesting. You do have a good point because like the love triangle thing is very prominent, and even something that DC is trying to do with their edgy superhero story in Harley Quinn, or what is it called? It's not Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn Quad.
Harley Quinn Quad.
Yeah.
Suicide
Squad.
Squad. They've even established that there's going to be a love triangle between Harley, Will Smith, and Jared Leto.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's a real thing that's happening.
Yeah.
I mean,
Deadshot trying to get this.
I bet that was actually Margot Robbie's decision because she wants some of that Will Smith.
it's
'cause he
kind of in the
doesn't.
comics, though, so.
It is kind of in the
I
comics.
like Bruce Timm's approach to Harley always.
Oh, yeah.
She's got to be funny. She's got to be a little deranged, but like
Yeah.
not a. I mean, she's always been sexual. I'm not saying hasn't always been
But
sexual.
there is a human side with Harley Quinn that you can still see, and it does seem like they're trying to play on that. She's not the Joker, where she's just a mad woman that's lost all human contact. She's still human.
Actually a psychological genius.
Yeah, no, she's
Yeah.
she's a therapist.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Well, therapist.
But talking about other
Sorry.
shows that are doing it wrong, like I'm glad that on Arrow that they've really bumped up their female squad, I guess.
The old female squad.
But
Spoken
dear
well.
God, it's just the worst writing, and maybe it is because of Jessica Jones having a female-led crew that they know how to do the dialogue.
It makes
The
that much of a
dialogue for
difference.
Laurel in Arrow is so bad, and she's just the worst character, and it's nothing to do with the actress. It's just I don't think she could save the writing that's being given to Laurel. It's just bad.
I don't know what it is. I honestly don't. I think that there's, we're breaking the style. We're breaking that trope of like, oh, well, you've got a girl in your show. You have to give her a love interest. She only exists because she has a love interest. And I think that now people are going to see how popular Jessica Jones has become. Hopefully they'll get a second season and they'll realize that it is profitable and we can move forward and do more things. And season 2 of Supergirl should just start just punching dudes through the chest. I think that's where we're at.
Well,
Yeah.
with Wonder Woman getting her screenshots kind of revealed or leaked or whatever was on purpose or not, she looks like she's has a very feminine.
She's coy. She's coming out from under the hood.
Yeah,
It's very like.
But you can still tell like
Nuts and-
she's a badass, and I hope we don't see the negative female tropes and we see some Jessica Jones in Wonder Woman.
I think that's why it's taken 25 years to make a Wonder Woman movie, because they're like, there's a lot riding on this. There's not a single character in all of comic book history that is a figure of strong female empowerment than Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I wish it was that. I wish it was that they're waiting to make it the best possible Wonder Woman. But it's
Yeah.
probably just rampant sexism.
Yeah, I'm worried how
People
Zack
will not-
Snyder is going to handle it, and I don't
Yeah.
want that to ruin Wonder Woman as a character.
Right.
Like, if Batman versus Superman is terrible, I don't want anyone to blame Wonder Woman.
That's a
gonna
very
be
good
in it
point.
this
What
much.
Brizzy, what would you want from and female superhero on screen, whether it be movie or television right now? Like, what do you think is necessary to be successful?
Basically, Jessica Jones. I mean, someone who is multidimensional and not perfect, sexy when she wants to be, not sexy when she doesn't need to be, and just kicking ass.
Exactly. I think it's very well put.
It's interesting if you think about it, almost politically, how much is riding on a lot of these women-oriented shows doing well, with feminism really struggling to jump to the surface so that people understand it and understand women haven't been able to vote for that long. That's fairly new.
They can vote.
So this is one of those next big gigantic jumps with everyone looking for equality and
Suffragettes
then
voting. Superhero show.
superhero shows. But it's the standing side by side, and it's the thing that will make more women, young women, pursue positions of power in the real world because they have these role models and these figures, and that will translate over to even ethnically because women subjugated and held down just as much as all different ethnicities subjugated and held down.
Or like Kamala Khan, give Kamala Khan her fucking show, and that'll make intersectionality happen and have.
Pretty much, it's out there. We loosen ourselves up through our entertainment, through laughing or crying or through empathy, and it reaches back at us. This is why it's so important, right? This is why it's great that it's doing well, because this is opening doors for more opportunity and equality.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great when it's not like women-fronted shows? Like it's a show.
It's a show. Exactly.
Totally.
But right now it's important.
We'll get there. And like we said earlier, we are on the cusp of the golden age of female superheroes. And I think in order to get to that place, I think it's going to come down to the writing. If the men writing shows don't know how to write for female dialogue, then they're going to be misrepresented, and it's going to be bad.
And you know what's interesting? I was just reading an article. The new CEO of Warner Brothers. It was a really interesting article about since he came on board, his new regime has been like, it's all about storytelling. And like he's even said, like, I'm getting rid of the old regime where it was like studios can reserve characters and storylines and IP and nothing else can be used. And that's why we're starting to see stuff like Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Constantine, Gotham, all these different things are popping up because he's like, listen, if there's good storytelling, you can do it. And that's why Gotham is the best show on television.
So, okay, on that note, before we wrap up here on Unpopular Kids,
Every week.
we got one last segment that we actually had this one requested. They wanted to see some Dreamcast.
Oh yeah.
Longest intro we have for segments. Really gotta get another one. Please, anyone, send us one.
Saga. Somebody send us that. Anyone can send us one.
Anyone can send. Remember, guys, if you want to tweet us or anything us, use the hashtag Unpopular Kids. We need a new Dreamcast segment. Not that one's not good. It was sent to us by a fan. Don't make me do it. Thank you. Yeah, don't make FLitZ do it.
You haven't done one.
I know, because I don't have time.
But this one was actually requested by a fan, and they wanted to know what our Dreamcast for a Sinister Six would be. I know it's a little bit off of the topic, but hey, it came from a fan, and we like to give you what you want. So what I want to do is there's many Spider-Man villains to choose from because they've all been part of the Sinister Six at one point in time or another. But just give me three Sinister Six members.
Sinister Three. Well, who's your Sinister Three?
Sinister half.
Yeah.
Not that I think there will ever be a movie based around the Sinister Six. I don't think it's going to happen. But Charlie.
So actually, to tie in with the theme, I thought gender flipping it like Ghostbusters.
Oh.
That would be fun because this is never going to happen anyway. So I'm thinking for Craven. I'm so sad you already talked about her. I thought Craven should be Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
That seems like a good level.
Does she get the goatee though? She gets a goatee.
Obviously.
Okay, good.
She also is hairy. No. Doc Ock, Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, that was really good.
I think that'd be fun. Not
really
because it's Ghostbusters, I just really think she'd have fun with
Yeah.
it. And then Vulture, obviously, Dame Maggie Smith.
Oh yeah.
Dame Maggie Smith.
Dame Maggie Smith.
She's so old. She can't even show up to award shows. She said, like she's always going to be an image.
I mean, she's going to be a vulture, so she'll need the least amount of makeup.
All right, that's fair.
Or Mr. Burns.
Or yeah,
Dang.
Mr. Burns as the vulture, or Dame Maggie Smith as Mr. Burns as the vulture.
She's a BAFTA, Oscar, multiple winner. She has levels.
She could do it.
She could do it.
FLitZ, give me three Sinister Six members.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Craven. I like Craven. I like his look, so I'm gonna give that to Luke Evans of The Hobbit. The dude. He was a
bad guy in Hellboy 2.
Was he? Which one was he?
He was the bad guy in Hellboy 2.
He's the other Orlando Bloom. He's the more mature, older, handsome Orlando Bloom.
Orlando hasn't bloomed yet.
Was he Dracula? Was that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Dracula.
He was Dracula.
He was Dracula. And then I want Osborn in it, and I think give me Brillo hair Osborn. So let's get some prosthetics on Jim Carrey as Goblin.
Oh, that's really good. I like that a lot.
I just imagine all the things you can do with his face as
yeah.
he becomes Goblin. It would be beautiful.
That's really solid.
And then Mysterio, but instead of Mysterio being a dude, it's a revenge story. Spider-Man did something to Mysterio, so his daughter, played by Natalie Emmanuel, because why not?
Mysterio.
For those who don't know the name,
Huh?
who is Natalie? For those
Natalie
who don't know the
Emmanuel
name.
is Khaleesi's handmaiden chick.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
She's the hacker in Fast and
Which
Furious 7.
FLitZ hit? Is this the girl that you hit on in the bathroom?
I didn't hit her. I told her she was gorgeous and I had to poop.
Yeah, okay. that is a classic FLitZ line if I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You are gorgeous and I have to poop right now.
I wish we could talk more, but I gotta make a Tuesday.
I couldn't remember. I didn't know who she was, and I was like, "You're gorgeous."
While he's doing the poopy dance.
Running into the bathroom, but no, yeah, it's a revenge story. You take the helmet off. It's her. It's
All right,
the dad's dead.
that works.
I thought I was gonna get away with a unique actor that no one would.
John Malkovich's Vulture.
Oh, screw
John-
you! Screw you!
Those answers. I too had Jim Carrey in my cast, but as the Vulture.
Oh,
So meet Lemony Snicket's and just Jim Carrey now
man.
as the Vulture. I thought that would have been great
I
casting.
really like that actually.
I wanted Joe Manganiello as Kraven the Hunter.
okay, I can see that.
For the
And
ladies.
But not the voice, just him as an actor.
yeah, just him as an actor.
Yeah.
Because him as a stripper would not
Goatee,
work.
ponytail.
Yeah. No, you can be the stripper from Magic Mike also, and Kraven, same character. And then for Mysterio, I went with Mysterio also. I want John DiMaggio, the voice of Bender.
Oh my God.
I like that. I like that.
And you know,
you're gonna
put
pull
him
a
in the
Vader.
suit
Put him in a
also.
suit.
Yeah,
He's
put him in the
good.
suit.
He's good.
Not just the voice.
I'm an actor. I don't know. I can't.
No, I can't.
Because
John
like
Benjamin.
Mysterio's just like this
so bad at impressions.
throwaway villain in my opinion. It's just all literally smoke and mirrors. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's literally just
exactly.
smoke
That's
and
why I
mirrors.
chose a girl, because it's like, ooh.
Oh, because a
I thought
girl
it was
can't be a real
man.
supervillain?
No, because I thought it was a man, and it's a girl.
Okay.
So
Smoke
like
and
kind of a
mirrors. I
Metroid
see your
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
Brizzy,
Later.
give me a 3.
I only thought of this right this second, but I was thinking of Kraven as you guys were talking about, and then Game of Thrones came up, and now I want Khal Drogo.
Yeah,
Kraven.
man,
that
That's
is a great
Kraven.
call.
He would love that.
JJ
He's owned by
Mamams.
DC then.
Yeah.
JJ Mamams.
I
No
believe
one's
in him.
owned by anybody anymore.
It's the Dreamcast,
Yeah,
Charlie.
Chris Evans.
We can be everywhere.
And then I had Zachary Quinto as Mysterio.
Ooh,
spot.
man, we have not seen enough Quinto. He just kind of
Yeah.
keeps
Quit.
talking.
He doesn't want to
I think he just does theater.
No, well, he was in
American Horror
Agent
Story.
47, which is not
It's
good.
because Cumberbatch, I think, is just taking over. They
Yeah.
have like a similar look, and
They're gonna
Cumberbatch is
do
better.
Yeah.
And one
And
more.
then Doc Octopus, I had Brendan Gleeson, who played Mad Eye Moody in Harry Potter.
Oh, that is a good.
That is
great.
good.
His son is cute too.
You all picked
Donald's-
individually ones that I'm going to have. So, Ed, why don't you pull that image up? We're just going to do this live. We're going to do this live. Screw it. Let's see that image again.
With the six Sinister.
Sinister Six image. I'm going to do it. We're going to do it
He's
right here,
gonna
right
do it
now.
off the top of your head.
Do it live.
Off the top
Do
of my
it
head.
live.
Here we go. All
We
right.
haven't gotten to Sandman yet.
Sandman,
Come on.
John Cena.
All right.
I mean, man can't see this.
Yeah, why not?
How good would that be? Doc Ock. I really like Melissa McCarthy. That was my pick.
Was it really?
Yeah, it
You're
really
kidding.
was. Just because I was like, it's so random. What the hell?
Loves these.
I don't know. Shit.
You can have a skip. You can go to the next. You can
All
go
right,
back
next
to
one.
Doc Ock.
Electro, David Tennant.
Oh, okay.
David Tennant would be a really good manic Electro. I think he'd be a really
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
Max.
10 for
Everyone's
everything.
done Craven. I gotta get a Doc Ock in there, man. I don't know. Who would be a really good Doc Ock? No, shut your mouth.
It's the haircut. Think the
Charlie.
haircut.
Yeah, the haircut's really good. I don't
Michael
know.
Cera.
No, Michael Cera as Doc Octopus. No, I don't know. You know who I'd really like to see? It's Melissa McCarthy. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, when there's a good answer, there's a good answer. Yeah.
And they'd be really industrial octopus arms too, because
Oh, sure.
yeah, they gotta pick her up.
I like it.
I was gonna say Javier Bardem if you want to go by the haircut.
Javier
'cause it's very
Bardem would be
Anton
solid
Chigurh
too. Yeah.
hair. But
That's
we were
a
both
really
right.
sinister Doc Ock.
Yeah, that'd be really good. I'm sticking Melissa McCarthy.
Good answer. I want it. So, okay,
Stick with guts.
You did
if
well.
she was Doc Ock, I would want then a Sinister Six movie, but not until that casting happens. Anyways, guys, this has been Unpopular Kids. Big thank you to both of our guests. Let's start with Charley. Where can we find you and your stuff on the internet?
Well, you can find me on Creature Tubes. That's mostly where we'll be, and we'll have a different name soon, but that's where you can find us now. We have a lot of fun stuff for you. Come join us.
Sweet. And Miss Brizzy Voices.
I am anything.com/Brizzy Voices.
Anything.com.
Mostly
That's
YouTube.
your
Social.
site.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
your social.
It is.
Anything.com.
I'm taking it. Don't anyone.
All right. It's all yours.
Mainly Twitter and YouTube. So.
She's an amazing voice actress. Go listen to her stuff. And guys, we were the Unpopular Kids today. I hope you liked
Yay.
it. We'll see you later, guys.
Go web, go.
Nipple lasers.
Because females?
Yeah, like fembots.
Yeah.
Dudes have
Awesome.
nipples.